It is June 27th, 2025. I've had to wait until the sunset so I could come out here and film this without dying from the heat and humidity. I am making this video because I just finished making a petition on change.org that you can sign to help us protect this native cane here. What you're looking at here, this is native bamboo. I'm in Savannah, Georgia. I think I forgot to say that part at the start. This is native bamboo, also known as cane or river cane, although we're not sure which exact species this is. There are 4 recognized species of the native cane. This one might be a hybrid, it might be an undescribed species. But that one right there is 11 feet tall. That is the tallest one we've found so far. Most of these other ones are probably 8 to 9 feet tall. This is extremely rare, and I am on the side of the road here, Apache Road. Down there is Bell's Landing. And you can't really see it because it's night. Flash is helping a little bit, but all throughout this plot of land in here, there's more. In the daytime, if you're standing here, you can look in and it just keeps going. This is an extremely endangered habitat that's called a canebrake that this bamboo creates when it is allowed to get this big and healthy, instead of being chopped down multiple times a year so that it looks like a regular grass, no more than knee height. There is a herd of deer that now has only this patch of forest here, really, and that even tinier section of forest over there. That's maybe only like 200 feet deep. And then there's just a parking lot on the other side. But I've created a petition to try and get the city of Savannah to purchase this plot of land if they don't already own it, and protect this cane and all of the other species that rely on it, and hopefully to work with native tribes in the area so that they can harvest the cane and help manage it. This would be much more dramatic looking in the day, but it's getting to like 90 something degrees with extremely high humidity, so that's not happening. But I can show you a close up here. You can, if this is the first video you've seen on my channel, you can just search the channel for Arundinaria or native bamboo, and you can watch all the other videos. I've shown this area multiple times. We'll walk this way and I'll just show you. You can see the stalks in there. Further that way, behind the apartments over there, it's actually flowered this year. I just can't actually go back in there right now to look for seeds because some tree branches fell and are in the way. But yeah, if you've seen the other videos, or even if you haven't, please sign the petition. The link will be in the description. And hopefully we can get this plot of land protected, because the city of Savannah just kind of takes nature for granted. They've just recently chopped down another section of forest, supposedly to build homes, but they haven't made any progress on actually building anything for this whole entire year. So all of that forest that was a habitat for the deer, foxes, hawks, owls, everything that lives here, including crayfish. There's crayfish in here. I had no clue that crayfish lived anywhere besides creeks, but there's crayfish in here. This is connected to a salt marsh back that way, and apparently crayfish burrow underground and then they come up and make little chimneys, which is cool as heck. But yeah, you can look at my other videos to find more information on this and see some of the flowers. please sign the petition, share it with your friends. Hopefully we can get this protected. And also, before I close the video, I'll show you the other awesome native plant that's up here. There's another one over there you definitely cannot see right now. But there's an American olive tree here. This right here is an American olive. You can actually see 2 baby fruits forming right there. There's some more in there. There's some more. There's some more. That little V shape where the leaves form and then that little triangular spike, that's how you can tell it's an American olive. There's also one called the Florida olive that looks the same, but it's got skinnier, smaller leaves. But yeah, and that tree, you cannot see the trunk anymore because everything else is leafed out. But the trunk for this thing is like big enough I could not wrap my hands around it. So that thing is ancient, and they are also rare. And I'm not sure if they're endangered. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, we need to just turn this entire plot of land here into a nature preserve and work with native tribes so that they can harvest the cane, which is traditionally used for so many crafts like weaving baskets, weaving mats for decoration and sleeping, and making Native American flutes. There are also several species that rely on cane, like species of insects that rely on cane the way... Let me see if I can turn off flash. Nope. Okay. I'll just go back inside now and then continue talking. Okay, I'm back inside now with a very talkative kitty cat. You want to meow for YouTube? Thank you. You're so cute. Yeah, you can look up the history of the southeastern or even just the eastern United States. The cane, native cane, used to cover like 98% of this area and was a habitat for, and you are not mishearing me, elk, American bison, red wolves, and more. Yes, you heard that right. There were literally bison here. Not just out west. They were here. And then European colonizers arrived and drove them extinct. Or at least drove them out. So, yeah. You can look up river cane on YouTube. Sorry, pretty kitty. Look up river cane on YouTube. There's a lot of conservation groups that will post their videos to YouTube. Lots of free seminars. Maybe they're called TED Talks. I'm not sure. But you can watch those for free. They've got a whole lot of information on it and the history and the cultures involved with it. And then you can sign the petition, which will be linked in the description. Bye-bye.